here, and we are going to go through the house as if you guys were here. So he goes to the whole house and does the orientation, shows you everything about the house. So here we go.
Hello, my name's Nathan. I'll be giving you the tour today. So the first place we're going to go is in the attic. So right here in the attic, where you've got two pieces of equipment on your heat and air units. You're going to have a condenser outside, and then the heat pump upstairs in the attic. This white tag right here has the model number and serial number on it. Since you had a home inspection, that's also going to be notated on the home inspection. It's a whole lot easier to read than this one because he probably typed it out for you. You're going to need that information for this piece of equipment and the outside condenser to register both pieces of equipment. You're going to do that through the manufacturer. It's goodmanmanufacturing.com. Right on the front page, it's got a spot to click on for new product registration. What that's going to do is it's going to extend your warranty from our 1-year builder warranty, which is what you're going to get from us, 1 year parts and labor. If you register both products, you will get an additional 9-year parts warranty.
Thank you.
And you got to do that within 30 days of closing.
Perfect.
So all the rest of this is just storage.
Okay.
So if you'll notice, in all the secondary bedrooms that do not currently have a ceiling fan, the secondary switch there is for a ceiling fan. The ceiling fan box is already installed, and this switch is already wired hot. So all the electrical part as far as being wired to the switch is already done for you. You just gotta hang a fan.
Perfect.
So out here you have a thermostat in the upstairs. That's going to control the upstairs separately from the downstairs. You only have one unit, but it's on what's called a zone system. So you do have two thermostats that will control upstairs and downstairs independently. They will not control heat and cooling separately though. So you can't turn the heat on upstairs and the air conditioning on downstairs. The unit's still going to function as one. So if this one's on heat, the one downstairs needs to be on heat. Fan there. So if you'll notice, there are no GFIs in the bathrooms. When we get to the bathroom that has the GFI, that GFI is going to control not only where it's located, but it's also going to control all the rest of the ones that are in all the rest of the bathrooms. So it's now centrally located. Outside of all the sleeping areas is going to be a combination carbon monoxide detector. That's required by code because you got an attached garage. These are automated. They're going to set all of them off, but they're going to tell you what it's going off for. So I'll set it off and you can listen.
Oh, wow.
So that's how you can tell the difference between do I have a fire or do I need to go shut the door to the garage.
Perfect.
Back here in this other bedroom, you have another attic area. It's purely storage. I do have extra floor tiles, extra hardwood, extra grout. All of those things are left here for warranty purposes, just so we don't have to go tracking them down again.
Great.
Houses, all of these little caps that are on the ceiling, those are the internal sprinkler system. It is a wet system. It's operated off a temperature control. It's 180 degrees. So once that cap hits 180 degrees, it's going to pop down out of the ceiling and spin around and shoot water everywhere.
Oh, cool.
So if you haven't told your homeowners or your homeowner's insurance that's going to get you a discount.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Bonus room's just pretty standard. There's nothing fancy in there. It's got a fan, can lights.
Okay.
right, we'll go downstairs now. So this is going to be the front bathroom for the bedroom downstairs, and it is the one that has the GFI reset on it. So that one's going to operate the upstairs bathroom plug as well as the master bathroom, both of the plugs in there. Same scenario here. This bedroom is also wired for ceiling fan.
Okay.
And then the hallway going to the master, there's another thermostat as well as another air return above your head there. And if you want to make a note, the Heat and Air Company's telephone number and information is printed on the front of both thermostats. So if you were to ever have an issue with that, you can call them directly. They're 7 days a week. So master bathroom, one of the items on the home inspection was the jacuzzi wasn't working. I will show you that it does work. Now, it wasn't plugged up.
Oh,
That was the only
that
problem.
was easy.
Yeah, so speaking of jacuzzis, in the master bathroom closet, there is another GFI that is dedicated to that jacuzzi. So if the jacuzzi does not work for some reason, more than likely that GFI is tripped. While we're here, all of the cabinet doors and drawers are all soft close, so you don't have to slam anything. Everything will close on its own. That brings us to the fireplace. So the fireplace is gas and it is propane. We do not provide propane tanks. So in order for this to work, you will have to buy a propane tank and have it set up outside. You can do that yourself. You can hire our mechanical contractor, who the HVAC guys, to come hook it up if you buy your own tank, or you can rent a tank.
Okay.
So there's an instruction booklet that's hardwired onto the log set, as well as there's going to be one in this drawer in the kitchen where all of the rest of the instruction manuals are. In the back of the fireplace, on this side over here, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a yellow valve. So once you do have a propane tank installed, that yellow valve will be the on and off for the gas. So in this drawer underneath the oven is all of the instruction manuals, extra paint for the cabinets, a few extra light bulbs. So right here in the kitchen, the garbage disposal is operated by this push button on the top of the counter. And then on the other side over here, there's also a flip out drawer that has the garbage disposal tool inside of it. So if you were to get it clogged, you can take that and put it in the bottom of the disposal and spin it around. So right here, I don't have the filter in there, but I got one in my truck I'll grab before we leave. But this is a recirculating vent. So it recirculates out of the top of the cabinet. So it's got a 2-part filtration system. This one right here is a grease trap. This one can be removed and washed in the sink with soap and water. The other one is a carbon filter. That one's gonna have to be changed periodically, depending on how much you cook. You know, it could be every 6 months, or if you don't cook a whole lot, maybe once a year. You can buy those on Amazon. They just lay in here, and this just goes right back in there. So right here in the laundry room, the dryer vent goes directly out, so it's very low maintenance there. It's only about a foot long. Some of them are really long. And then we go out into the garage. So right here at the water heater, this red valve on the side of the water heater is the main water shutoff. That will cut off all the water to the entire house except for the sprinklers. The sprinklers cannot be cut off from the domestic water. The fire department has to cut it off at the meter.
Okay.
So
What's the one on the top do?
so this one is just a plumber's tool. That would just cut off the water from the hot water tank. So
Okay.
in case they ever had to work on it and change an element. So this box right here is the sprinkler valve box. So this does have a valve inside of it that's connected to that hose adapter down there. So if you were to have a fire or one of the heads were to bust or something, they would shut the water off, and this is how they would drain all the rest of the water out of the system. They would hook a hose to that and run it out in the yard. This thing controls the sprinkler bell outside. So when we go outside, I'm going to show you where that's located. Inside the garage, there is a sub panel. This is a split panel, so you have this one as well as one outside that I'm going to show you. The other thing to note in here is in the kitchen, there were no push button resets for the GFIs. They are now built into the breakers, and these light blue ones denote the kitchen breakers, and then the darker blue ones are pretty much everything else in the house. The light blue ones are GFI. The dark blue ones are arc fault breakers. They could possibly trip just like a GFI. They do have a reset on them. So if they were to trip, they're going to be in the middle. You know, turn it all the way off and all the way back on. In the garage, there is a GFI over beside the sprinkler box. That one controls all of the plugs in the garage itself. And all of the garage plugs now are wired for refrigerator or freezer. Just keep in mind that it is on the GFI, so if it were to trip, thunderstorm or power outage, you would want to make sure that you reset that one. This was another thing on the home inspection. It's just a crack right there that we sealed.
They seal the crack.
And that'll lighten up over time. It's just... So this is going to be the most important thing I show you on the outside of the house. This is a frost-free hydrant. So notice when I cut the water off, the water continues to drain out. That's what makes it frost-free. So as long as you do not leave a hose connected to it in the wintertime, it won't freeze, it won't bust because there's no water in it.
Nice.
If you leave a hose connected to it in the wintertime, that water cannot drain out. It will freeze, it will bust, and it's not covered under any of our warranties.
Okay.
So right here is where the gas line exits out the house. We got a spot right here at the end of the driveway that the tank could sit on. And then they would just plumb it right into that, and it goes directly to the fireplace. So out on the back patio, there is a plug and a cable jack up high in the soffit. So like if you were going to mount a TV or something up there. So it might be loud. But this side over here, this little tag on the back is where the model number and serial number is for that unit, and it kicked off just at the right time.
Perfect.
So we also have another frost-free hose tip right here. Same thing. When you cut the water off, all the water drains out. So right here is the main panel. This has all the remaining breakers in it that are not in the sub panel in the garage. It does have a main kill switch. You can kill all the power in the entire house. It also has a place right here that you can put a lock so someone can't just come cut your power off. So this box right here is the step tank control box. This is part of the it's going to be included in your water bill. If you've never had a step tank before, it's similar to a septic tank, but it has the convenience of a city sewer because you're not responsible for anything. If something goes wrong with it, they're going to come fix it. But the only way they know there's something wrong with it is this has an alarm in it. It's very loud. You're going to hear it inside the house. The neighbors are going to hear it. Everybody's going to know your tank is full. You can come outside and hit this button. That will silence the alarm, but then you will need to immediately call that number and don't run any more water. If you continue running water with the alarm going off, that tank is full, so it's going to start backing up into your plumbing pipes, and it's going to come up in the master bathroom tub first thing.
Okay.
So right here on the front porch, there's another plug right here that is a GFI, and that's going to control all of the outside plugs around the perimeter of the entire house.
Okay.
Normally this would be the spot where I ask if they had any questions, but we don't have to worry about that. So I do have some paperwork here. This sheet here is the final walkthrough inspection. So that's typically left with the real estate agent when